Good afternoon. Our mission at United Way is to improve people's lives by mobilizing the caring power of Central Minnesota. One of the first ways we do that is to provide the community safety net with your generous giving for people in need of emergency shelter and food tonight and tomorrow. Since COVID hit, those needs have only exponentially increased. In March alone, the demand of the Catholic Charities food shelf doubled. Hundreds of individuals and families who were sharing a basement or a couch or an apartment in our community pre-COVID emerged onto the streets that we need to provide funding for additional shelter access and motel stays as they were no longer safe with their families. We also work upstream. We have huge social issues in our community that no one can solve alone. So United Way unites government leaders, education leaders, nonprofits, and community volunteers like your neighbors and friends to improve our childcare, because we hear from employers that too many employees are making the difficult choice between spending so much of their wage on staying at home that it's not even worth it. Yet our childcare providers are not earning enough to expand or maintain their current services. The system is broken, and we are uniting the community to fix it. In housing, we are looking to create workforce housing so that our employees in Central Minnesota can put down roots, stay with their companies, and stay in our community for a long time to come. Additionally, our job at United Way to improve people's lives involves being responsive and adaptive. Never before have we been so challenged to respond to community needs as we have in the last few months. We are so proud to immediately have organized a volunteer team to evaluate the highest needs in the community and the most effective programs serving them. I'm here now to share one of our community partners' testimony of how we responded to the need for emergency childcare and education in our community. I'm welcoming the Boys and Girls Club to talk about something a little different than they usually do of our education partnership. Thank you for all that you do to support United Way and to improve people's lives in Central Minnesota yourself.
United Way has supported the Boys and Girls Club of Central Minnesota since we opened our doors back in 1974. So it's no surprise that they were the very first people to reach out when the pandemic hit and we were forced to close our clubs and kids stop sites back in March. The United Way gave the Boys and Girls Club an emergency grant of $25,000 that allowed us to open the 3 sites to care for the children of essential workers and helped us get our grab-and-go meal program up and running immediately. Because of this funding, I am proud to say that we are able to distribute over 20,000 meals each month to our youth and our teens in our community that are experiencing food insecurity. The Boys and Girls Club is able to respond to these emergency community needs so quickly because of our ongoing relationship with the United Way. United Way is our single largest annual funding partner, and we simply could not provide the ongoing critical services that our community's children need without them. Thank you.